Hey guys, welcome to Red's Projects. It has been quite a while since I made a video on this thing. I have been tinkering with it a little bit, so I'll bring you back up to speed and then... Alrighty, from the last episode, this hasn't changed. It's been the heads I've been playing with. So my original engine was, with these heads, was the one that drank a lot of water, and that's what bent the rod through the rod. And the valves that came out of it were all pitted. So can't use those. You can see this guy here, it's pitted everywhere. So all these X's are no good. So I had 2 good inlet valves on that one and 2 good inlet valves on that one. So that was no good. I ended up buying another pair of heads for $100. I was just going to slap these heads on because they look like they had done less Ks, but someone had tried to get the stud out of here and bug it out nicely, so I didn't want to use that one. And this one, the spark plug thread here is a bit stripped, so I can use, if I really wanted to I could use them, but I just basically bought them for the valves. So stole the valves out of those, put them into that head. As well with this one, it looked like the heads had been off for a while because there was some deep kind of scores and scratches and stuff, like someone hadn't been careful and had been storing them face down on concrete or something. So these valves into those heads, I've already lapped them, put them in, put new valve stem seals in, so they're ready to go on. I'm going to be reusing the factory head bolts that you're not meant to reuse. I've just be interesting to see when they start to lift, when they start to stretch. So they might hold good, they might not. I can always change them for ARP bolts or ARP studs one by one without taking the heads off. So mainly just want to get the heads back on and get the motor back together. So I'll just reuse the bolts for now. I've got lifters soaking in oil. What I like to do, let me get a light. Is let them soak with the holes facing upwards, and it just lets the oil get in there and kind of helps it get all the air out of them. I think we'll start off with putting the cam in and lifters, and then we'll put the heads on. Easy. Okay, cam's all lubed up and ready. Got a pair of water pump bolts in the end to help me guide it in. Here we go. Okay, time to put lifters in. No particular order. Just load them into the holders and drop them in. One thing I should mention is the little holes on them, I'm putting towards the valley, the inside of the motor. That just seems like the logical way to try and get air out of them, is if it goes out that way. Time for head gaskets. Front. And I'm using genuine GM gaskets. Okay, time to drop the heads on, I guess. Take one last look at these pistons. Hang in there, buddies. Hopefully I won't see you for a while. Okay, let's talk these things up. The general specs for these are it's like 15 or 17 foot-pounds on your first stage, and then you do 90 degrees on all of them. And what a lot of people have found out when using like a digital torque wrench is that when they do that, it roughly ends up being 50, 51, 52 foot-pounds. So I'm just going to go and do them all at about 25 first stage, and then get them all to about 50, 51 foot-pounds for the whole lot, and just see how that goes, I guess. So here's first stage. Now, second stage, which I'm doing at 70 Newton meters, which is about 51 foot-pounds. Okay, push rod and rockers time. Okay, I slapped the rocker covers on. I just sat this valley plate on. I got to take it to work and give it a good clean. Oil pumps, I have got 2 of them to pick from, so I'll decide which one I'm going to use and put those on. Put the front cover on, and the sump. That pretty much does it. I've done a little bit. Cam, heads, it's close to being sealed and being able to be taken off the engine stand. I do have one more thing to show you, so just close your eyes. Okay, you can open your eyes. Check that out. I got this cheap off Facebook. It's about half the price of a new one. It is the injected model, so it's got the holes for the injectors. I'm probably just going to put some Welsh plugs or freeze plugs, whatever you want to call them, just to seal those holes up, because I'll be running a carby on top of this thing. But yeah, I'm very happy. These are one of the lowest single plane manifolds you can get for these things, so it helps with bonnet clearance and that. So yeah, I was very happy to get this one. And yeah, nitrous plate will go on top. I'm not sure what carby I'm going to put on it. It'll probably going to be a 650 or a 700 or 750 double pumper or something. But okay, well that pretty much does it for this episode. Next episode hopefully should be sealing it up completely. Front cover, back cover, sump, all that sort of stuff. So once that happens, it'll come off the engine stand and go onto a little stand I can roll it around on, and maybe I might be able to start it like that. We'll see how we go, but it's nearly there, so stay tuned for next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.